Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Worst Bold and the Beautiful storylines: Hope, Taylor, Finn and more. The Bold and the Beautiful is on fire lately, but their 2024 storylines often left fans angry or disappointed. From Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig recast, Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada blatant retcons, to the contentious plot surrounding Broken Heart Syndrome. These plots left viewers frustrated with Brad Bell, the head writer and showrunner of the CBS soap opera. Bold and the Beautiful worst storylines of 2024. Bold and Beautiful's mishandling saw the non-existent love life of Bill Spencer Don Diamont rank 5th on our list of worst plots. We know Bill Spencer is a silver fox. Yet Bill had no action at all other than his not daughter trying to molest Bill Spencer, and swapping of Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson for Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor was our 4 worst story. Bold and the Beautiful plugged Carter in to replace Thomas in Hope Logan's Annika Noel life. 3 on our list was Bold and the Beautiful unwarranted recasting of Taylor Hayes, originally played by Krista Allen. They fired her, seemingly fibbed to fans about it, and then turned around and replaced her. Rebecca Budig is a great actress, but why even pull this stunt? Our second worst plot we ranked for B&B in 2024 was Finn Tanner Novlan being a total moron. He's been portrayed as the biggest fool in the show, and it didn't sit well with the audience. To check out our 1 worst Bold and the Beautiful storyline, be sure to check out the full video. And we do a deep dive into why these bad writing decisions happened and our better hopes for 2025. For decades, The Bold and the Beautiful has delivered glamour, betrayal, and infinite triangles. Some storylines are unforgettable for all the right reasons, like Brooke and Taylor's legendary clashes or Sheila's wild comebacks. But others, they're unforgettable for the wrong ones. From plot holes to dragged-out relationships, let's look back at some of the most frustrating, confusing, or simply ill-conceived tales centered around Hope, Taylor, Finn, and other fan favorites that left viewers wondering, why was this written? 1. Hope and Liam, the eternal merry-go-round. Few soap couples have worn down an audience like Hope Logan and Liam Spencer. Their story started beautifully, 2 young lovers finding each other despite complicated family legacies. But somewhere along the way, the storyline turned into a never-ending loop. Liam waffles between Hope and Steffi like a human ping-pong ball. Hope forgives, loses, reunites, breaks apart, and repeat. Steffi gets hurt, then rebounds with someone new, only to be dragged back into triangle territory the moment Liam stares wistfully in her direction. Instead of character growth, each cycle reset the pair to emotional square one. Fans begged for Hope to choose independence or new love, for Liam to grow a backbone, for Steffi to find serenity. But the carousel kept spinning, proof that even beautiful chemistry can sour when the plot refuses to evolve. 2. Taylor Hayes' personality erases herself. Dr. Taylor Hayes has been many things: a mother, a psychiatrist, a world traveler, and a powerhouse romantic rival. But her most recent returns have been puzzling. Taylor went from brilliant and strong to bizarrely passive. She tiptoed around Ridge, accepted crumbs of affection, and seemed allergic to self-respect. She stopped passionately advocating for her children and lost her signature fire. Her re-emergence should be restored balance opposite Brooke Logan, but instead, Taylor felt like a ghost of her former self, smiling, forgiving, and floating with no decisive purpose. Perhaps the worst insult was her abrupt exit when her romantic storyline fizzled again. Her fans, desperate to see Taylor reclaim her power, instead found her sidelined and stripped of agency. For a character with such rich history, it was a waste. 3. Finn's resurrection and the lost potential. When Dr. John Finn Finnegan was shot, viewers were outraged not because it wasn't dramatic, but because it cut short a truly promising character. His sweet romance with Steffi felt refreshing, and his gentle pushback against the crazy Forrester family dynamic brought new energy. But then came his resurrection. In theory, a miraculous comeback offered epic emotional payoff. Instead, it was rushed and reduced to little more than a stepping stone back to Sheila Carter's endless chaos. Rather than spotlight the aftermath trauma, healing, family restructuring, Finn's return shoved him back into a flat role, Steffi's protector from Sheila, and little else. His potential as a standalone character dwindled. He became supportive wallpaper instead of the dynamic force fans expected. The show missed its chance to deepen his character beyond Steffi's good guy. For Sheila Carter, too many lives, too little logic. Sheila Carter is one of daytime's most legendary villains. But even icons can be overused. Her latest return lacked the tight plotting that once made her terrifying. Instead of cunning strategy, she survived every impossible situation through cartoonish luck. Shot and presumed dead back again. Off to prison escapes. Another fatal encounter magically healed. Her obsession with Finn and Hayes became repetitive and hollow. Rather than craft fresh menace, writers looped the same beats. Sheila tries to win love, is rejected, lashes out, escapes, fakes death, repeat. Audiences stopped fearing her and began rolling their eyes. When a villain's chaos no longer comes with emotional weight, the drama suffers. 5 Brooke vs. Taylor Round 900. The anti-climax. Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes' rivalry is iconic. Their tug-of-war over Ridge spanned decades, and yes, fans still watched with fascination, but their recent modern-day retread wasted an opportunity. Instead of nuanced development, women finally demanding more for themselves B&B dragged them backward. The women were offered a refreshing new direction when they chose friendship over Ridge. But instead of using that as a launchpad into complex storytelling about empowerment, they were written more as caricatures of rivalry, with neither one given long-term payoff. They both deserved a bold new road. Instead, the story recycled history without offering fresh stakes. 6 Hope and Thomas, a slow burn that burned out. Hope falling for Thomas could have been electrifying. The chemistry was there, dark and light, obsession versus innocence, danger against desire. Thomas has always been a fascinating character when leaning into morally gray territory. Yet the storyline unfolded awkwardly. Hope's emotional arc felt rushed, her motivations were murky. One minute she was loyal to Liam, the next she tumbled into Thomas's arms with insufficient internal build-up. Their relationship fizzled faster than it ignited, without truly exploring its psychological depth. Thomas deserved a redemption that didn't rely solely on romantic payoff, and Hope deserved an emotional journey that felt earned. Instead, the story ended abruptly, leaving both characters stranded. 7 The misuse of supporting characters. Zend, Paris, Carter, and others have floated through half-baked arcs that begin with potential and end with abrupt abandonment. Paris bounced between men in storylines that gave her little identity. Zend, a Forrester with rich heritage, rarely gets layered plots. Carter's love life is stuck in rewind. The show leans too heavily on its main 5 or 6 players, leaving others to stagnate. A diverse cast needs storylines that match their talent, otherwise, they become set pieces instead of storytellers. 8 When business drama turns bland. B&B once mastered fashion intrigue, runway sabotage, corporate espionage, couture rivalries. But some recent boardroom plots lacked punch. Forrester creations became more about personal drama than actual business stakes. Designs, models, and collections got tossed aside in favor of recycled love triangles. Fans missed the glamour of competitive fashion. A show built around haute couture deserves more than occasional fashion shows. In conclusion, Even beloved soaps hit narrative potholes. The Bold and the Beautiful shines brightest when emotional stakes mix with glamour, complex relationships, and bold character choices. But some recent arcs, Hope and Liam's merry-go-round, Taylor's diluted persona, Finn's wasted potential, and endless Sheila loops have shown how repetitive pacing and lost character focus can dim the sparkle. The good news: soap worlds evolve. There's still time for Hope to find herself, Taylor to reclaim her fire, Finn to rise as a standalone hero, and supporting characters to shine. With the right storytelling spark, even the worst storylines can be stepping stones toward better ones. Here's hoping the future brings bolder choices worthy of the show's iconic legacy.